20 million people of Ethiopia are pushed further into hunger because of conflict and drought, while food and nutrition support dwindles. This is a post made on Twitter by the World Food Program of Ethiopia, detailing the struggles that Ethiopians are enduring. Another issue that is long lasting in Ethiopia is food insecurity. Food insecurity is a household level economic and social condition of limited or uncertain access to adequate food, per the USDA. 4.2 million children under the age of 5 suffer from wasting, and 1 million additional suffer from severe wasting. Wasting is an acute condition associated with weight loss caused by food scarcity. It's characterized by a low weight to height ratio. I originally chose to do my country as Ethiopia, my culture as Ethiopia, because I'm interested in Ethiopian coffee and I tend to like Ethiopian coffee more than other coffees. However, as I investigated more into Ethiopian culture, I saw there are many issues related to Ethiopian food and agriculture. While thriving in sections of production such as coffee, Ethiopia struggles with diverse and efficient employment and food insecurity. Coffee is Ethiopia's number one export and accounts for 10.7% of GDP of Ethiopia. However, it is crucial to the GDP. It does not suffice for the entire GDP or economy. Coffee does play an important role in the economy, however. It sustains 15 million inhabitants and provides income for those inhabitants. Coffee is also ingrained into Ethiopia's culture, having commonplace sayings such as Buna Tabona, which means coffee is our bread, and Buna Tetu, which means to drink coffee or an otherwise socialization. So if you were wanting to hang out with somebody, you would just say Buna Tetu. Instead of hanging out with somebody, you would just say, do you want to get coffee? However, despite the prevalence of coffee, it cannot make up for all of the economy or agriculture in Ethiopia. Agriculture itself, however, does make up 80% of employment for all of Ethiopian workers. That remains the last 20% for just all the other jobs. And the lack of diversity in the jobs creates for a lack of technological developments. However, in agriculture itself, it's still not optimized. There's a lot of post-harvest loss due to food processing and preservation errors. Post-harvest loss turns to reduced food availability due to high commodity loss and weakening power of family income from diminished market opportunities. Food insecurity is at large due to processes or lack thereof of food preservation. Dry and arid weather that is home to the terrain does not help with the bountifulness of the food at all. These practices are very harmful. In fact, 33 million suffer from chronic undernourishment and food insecurity per Kuva and Bareka. Ethiopians also have low dietary diversity score, as shown in this graph. On the right side here, you can see the national percentage is 30% in 2011 and 18% in 2016 as far as having 3 or more food groups eaten. Although this number has decreased over those years, it can decrease even more with increased use of indigenous practices. Ethiopians, while could utilize indigenous knowledge and practices to shape their own food security by participating in making themselves more educated of these practices and enforcing these practices. Although Ethiopia has many signifiers for a struggling food insecurity country, they can fix them. But these struggles are limiting their survivability and longevity that they can correct for themselves. Coffee, although it is important to the economy and agriculture and culture itself of Ethiopia, it cannot be the only driving force in Ethiopia's success. Production and preservation is damaging for Ethiopians, but they can fix it. It is very important for us all to be aware and knowledgeable of these problems as well as other problems so that we can examine our own privilege in similar situations.